For letting me speak to your group. It looks like we're on opposing sides, but we're not on opposing sides. We are from the small ownership landlords of Ontario. We call ourselves Solo. We have been organizing for 2 months and we have an idea. We need to work together. That's our idea. We believe that homeowners who are collecting CERB, all of this could be solved if the Ontario government came up with a funding plan so that landlords would receive their rent, you would receive CERB, you would keep the roof over your head, nobody loses their living accommodations, and the landlords stop suffering. Now, I would like to ask, does anybody have any idea does anybody know any landlords that are suffering? Okay. So we have one landlord that is $43,000 in arrears. On August 1st, his, when the bank gave out money, deferrals? His deferral ran out August the 1st. So that means that they could put him into foreclosure. Now, what I'd like to let you know is there has been a movement among small Ontario landlords to stop purchasing houses for investment to rent to people. So we have to look at the big picture. If we stop buying houses so that people can live to rent, where will you live?
In the houses.
We have to get the government to change the policies. The other thing that I would like to help your group to help us with is we need to be able to stop professional tenants. Does anybody know what a professional tenant is?
What's a professional landlord? Is that what you are?
Airbnb people, right?
Listen, we need to work together. We're willing, that's why we came here. This is a risky endeavor that we took today, to come here, a smaller group of us meeting with a larger group of you. And we actually thought there was going to be more of you. We need to work together. So I want to know, does anybody know what a professional tenant is?
What's a professional landlord?
No, let's answer the first question.
Well, I can get to your question, but let's not be hostile.
A professional landlord lives off the money and the labor of their tenants.
True.
Okay,
True.
so if we stop purchasing property, then you won't have a landlord too.
If you stop purchasing property, that property will become everybody's property and nobody will be homeless.
Yeah.
Okay.
How will it become everybody's property?
People that get
If
priced
you can buy your own property.
No, I can't afford property like you, professional landlords.
Okay, so there's a myth right there. We have people who think that landlords are rich. I used to rent. I had to work hard with my husband, save our money, and take risk to be able to buy a property. Now that I have that property, I do not want to lose it because somebody says that I don't want to pay rent or I can't afford to pay rent. So I'd like to know, do you know how long it takes to have a professional tenant evicted? Does anybody know? Is anybody?
Tell us how much time you spend trying to evict your tenants. You spend a lot of time trying to evict your tenants, don't you?
Listen.
That's a professional job,
We can either work together or it's going to be really bad down the road. I'm letting you all know that. So if there's anybody here that wants to work together, that you give me the opportunity to speak. But if it's going to take a year to have people who are professional tenants exited from a unit, that's a lot of stress on a landlord who is responsible for paying the mortgage, paying the property taxes, paying the utilities.
Just 30 seconds.
I agree with you. There are what we call professional landlords. There are people who are taking advantage of the tenants. We are small owner landlord with 1 or 2 units. We are not the big professional corporation. Yes, what we're trying to do is to get rid of quote unquote professional landlords who are taking advantage of people's vulnerability and what we call professional tenants who are taking advantage of the system. We have to work together. Otherwise, it's going to be divide and conquer and we will all lose. We don't want nobody to lose his house. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, ACORN, you want to go? The idea is...
I think we're done. Solo.
That's the problem. They are using our money. They're taking advantage of
Don't.
pension.
Solo.
Okay? So, good night, follow.
We should go and stay in our side, okay?
Yeah.
To get enough
Who
pictures.
are we? Is everyone?
I think we're done. Guys, solo. Okay, good. Good job.
I know what a professional tenant is. They've been around for
I'm
not one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. They're everywhere. No matter where you go in the world, there's professionals.
And they're bad
No,
landlords.
but that doesn't.
They're bad landlords.
ACORN doesn't ask people not to pay their rent. That's
Oh,
another
thank you.
thing. That's not us.
Okay. You not keep the rent on tenants?
No.
No, they're ACORN, they said.
We're ACORN.
No,
We do
you're
not
the-
tell people to not pay the rent.
Okay. That's
We're
very
just saying
important.
you can't evict somebody for having a hard time because it's the pandemic.
Yeah, I agree. Completely.